All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome on in. Um, thank you so much for your patience, and let us get started. Buried within the mounds of dirt, stone, and bone, there is quiet here, a sanctuary, peace for those of the living and the dead that are currently occupying this space. We find ourselves back within the Deathbloom outpost. In this room, at this moment, Darcy and her crew are kind of talking quietly. Your group of Astani, Rory, and Theodora have kind of separated and refound each other in moments, taking time for prayer, charcuterie boards, and other such things. Darcy has told all of you that she is following your lead, that you merely need to give the direction, and she will assist you in getting you to the lower floor. Mission clear. A request given to please not destroy the Nightwalker that lives down there. To retrieve the thread that is set to help so many. And to potentially face an adversary. One who has been slowly whittling down the candle wick that is Jorix's life. Astani, you are just coming back from your prayer. You see the charcuterie board has already been laid out that Theodora has made for you. All of those feelings of your conversation with the lady and Keeper Raina washing over you like the tide rolling in and out. What are some thoughts that are going through Astani's head right now?
Their first thought is going to Hera and where they are, what they're up to, what they have seen, why they have walked away from the veil, why they were, as Keeper Raina said, why were you chosen? Why do you think that this is their only thread that had pulled them into this mystery, this missing person, missing people? Their thought goes to little candle lights, like candles that are being lit, and that first candle was always set to Kara. And when they're walking into the room and they're sitting down, they see other candles, other questions. Theodora and their clan, their group, their tribe. Rory and who is Blackstone. Just people who are just little flickers of light growing and growing in number. And I think the thought that Ostani sits with is no matter how dark the night, it only takes the light of the moon to make it bright, and that those little flickers of light that are coming up makes the fear of what they have to go through less burdensome, just frightening. The catacombs, the rest of what they have to do, because they are amongst such bright stars or hope, especially regarding Kara, because I think that's something Osani does not want to open up. If she were to find out what happened, so she's just like holding it very lightly in her mind and letting it give her that light, and then moving on to eating the food and prepping. She's gonna take the I feel like it's like, I can't remember what it was, like the cut up hot dogs or something, like with the little pieces of stuff, and she's just gonna put like a little.
I think I said Slim Jim.
You did.
Yeah, she's gonna like cut up the Slim
Like
Jims and
beef jerky.
make it like, yeah, she's gonna make it all on top of like a cracker, like sprinkle some, like if there's like a version of like a better version of Cheese Whiz, but like, there we go, make it nice and cute. Pretty much enjoying each part of it and trying to make it like delectable before eating. Yeah.
Interestingly enough, with this place too, I think as you're taking everything in, mentioning light, you notice that this place has 2 doors that are in unconventional places. There's a sun door up above in the middle of the chamber, which does give seemingly some peaking of the, at this point, afternoon sun coming on in. Not very, and I say afternoon sun peaking because it's still not sunny outside, it's quite cloudy, but there is still that light. When a rainy day is still happening, there is still a dim light that seems to kind of seep through. And you can see that. But interestingly enough, too, they have a moon door. A moon door is built into the ground of the chamber that you're in. Could potentially be the path that you're going to take to move forward. Or maybe to wherever the rest of the death blooms slowly gather into their small groves. Rory, what do you find yourself doing at this time? I think Sin's camera is going a little bit haywire again. Yep. Yep.
I think they're just contemplating.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're either very heavily contemplating or there's some technical issues.
I think Rory's in low res mode.
Yep.
The transformation. God, I adore them.
like
Honestly, if he was in like a dark room right now, this would be haunting.
it's also giving the like model on a shoot of like camera,
Yeah.
angle, like. Okay, well, while Rory is figuring out some of their tech side of things, we'll bounce over to Deodora. What is it that you were doing during this time?
I think Deodora's just like literally maybe taking in the surroundings, their new surroundings, where like this underground bunker. I can't think of a better word for it right now. And just like, just observing.
Mm-hmm.
Like observing people's movements, what they're doing. Every once in a while, like humming that burn, burn, burn song.
Yep, which is still being sung, by the way.
Mad, still that the answer was Shadow. In and out of character, just so you guys know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it's just like more like just like a quiet contemplation, but not really contemplating anything specific.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of waiting for her companions to be like ready to go, but wanting to give them like the space to take care of themselves if they need to, and like even if they need to like long rest, that's fine too. But she's just like, she's just vibing.
Okay. And you do see that blue orb who is still kind of moving around the chamber and just singing very quietly.
Can you hit us with that good song?
Burn into the ground, never makes a sound. Burn, burn, burn. And it just is continuing that. I think in this moment it's just slowly kind of floating through the upper level of the chamber around the light. It's kind of doing the thing of like puts its little squiggly arm into the light and then sees like oh, because after like a minute of seeing that like something weird is starting to happen, it's like like it's just kind of fucking with the light very much.
What are you doing?
Warm.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. It's like when you've been cold. But that's like all you know. So you don't know that you're cold until people tell you you're cold.
Yeah.
And then fire. Eyes getting all big.
Yeah.
You know?
You don't know. You don't know you're in the dark until you see light, right?
That's very profound. I heard someone say that before they died.
Oh, yeah. Were they a philosopher?
I don't know. What is that?
You know, it's fine. You don't need to know things.
Are you
I mean, it's fine to know things. No, I'm a fighter.
Why not both?
I guess I just don't see myself as a philosopher. If other people think that of me, that's fine.
I like that of you. It kind of just taps your face. It feels like ice as they do. Just ice, ice, ice. Shards of it growing out of your cheeks.
Well, if that's how you see me, then so be it.
I think at that point, too, you see its eyes get kind of sad. Are you sure you have to go down to the lower level?
Yes.
And you
But we'll
can't
be
take
back.
me with you?
I do want to take you with us because I enjoy your little song and your little this, all of you. But it would be even more dangerous for someone like you than for me. But we can come back for you.
Okay.
Do you have a name?
No.
Okay.
I probably did at one point, but my bones are buried here.
Okay.
Do you guys see?
Sure.
And they will
skipping off to see some bones. Catch y'all later.
They maneuver you through. You see them kind of like looking at Darcy, like maybe Darcy won't see this.
Darcy's just watching.
Darcy just
eyes.
sees and is kind of just rolling their eyes. And after a few moments and kind of moving through these winding halls, you can tell that you're moving deeper into the outpost area, not quite back into the main chambers. Again, the bones lining the walls, skulls and stuff. And after a few minutes, you enter into this kind of circular room with a pole in the middle. And seemingly ordinary hallway, save for the skeletons that litter the hallway. And you can see that there are actually massive metal arrows that seem to have come out of the wall and are pinning individuals. And they kind of, they're still singing the Burn song, and they're singing and swaying as they go. And they go, no, not this one. There I am. And then they point to the one that has seemingly was closest to getting out of this hallway and has their arm outstretched. And the arrow just went right through their head, pinning them to the wall. So they're actually a skeleton that's still standing.
Brutal.
At this moment.
Fucking sick.
That's me.
What were you after down here?
I don't
remember?
know.
You don't know?
They're petting their skeleton as they go. Seemingly like almost cleaning it.
Yeah. Is it like, I know this, it's probably been like centuries have passed, maybe since, but are there any like, I don't know, like decaying clothing on the body or like anything like metal that like sort of like stood the tests of time that could maybe help identify them?
Yeah. Why don't you roll a perception check, actually?
Yeah, a good reminder for me to take my fucking dice out. 'Cause I didn't do that.
I had a feeling.
Like any of them. I didn't take any of them.
Sure.
I usually do.
I know, you're usually really good. It's usually the one die that I ask you to roll that you're like, I never have it out.
And the gag is, I told myself to take that die out earlier, and then I just didn't take anything out. So here we are.
I love it.
I'm gonna use Sparky.
As always.
Never mind. I don't need to use Sparky. I got nat 20.
Yeah. You can tell that the clothing that this skeleton is still wearing, it's honestly, it is being held together by literal threads. It has been so much time. There are cobwebs that are present, that are seemingly almost acting like additional drapery holding the skeleton in place. You can see they are wearing a massive satchel, and it looks like they have some kind of cartographer's tools to their sides. What remains of their face from the arrow, you can tell that there are two kind of half-moon spectacles that have been obliterated by the arrow. It seems to have almost conformed into the skeleton itself, the metal kind of shining. But based off of that passive perception was a individual in their early 20s. And the time period goes back probably about 800 or 900 years. Not nobility, but not poor. They seem to be like very much that mindset or style of like son or daughter of a merchant. So not completely well off, but a little bit better than others may have been during that time or even during this time. And nothing remains of their hair, nothing remains of like any other distinguishing feature if this person had blue eyes or brown. But they were down here for something. Their bag is there. There is a family crest on there, and it is one with a natural 20 that you're familiar with.
Tyneel?
Mm-hmm. Tyneel's sigil is on there. So this is very likely a distant relative.
Okay. I'll look to the little spirit and say, do you mind if I take some of your items? I think I might know somebody who would appreciate them.
No, you can take them. Thanks for asking. A lot of people just steal, and then they wind up like me. Kind of just gestures to.
Yeah. Well, you know, I only steal from my enemies. After I've killed them. Yeah. So I'll take the bag and the sigil, or family crest. And then I'll also try to like carefully take the glasses. Yeah. You off of there.
Very carefully can, if you would like to do a sleight of hand.
Yeah, I will do my best.
And since Sparky is there, and because the little spirit is there, I will give you advantage.
Cool. That's gonna be sleight of hand, 19.
Okay. What does it look like as you were slowly... The glasses are actually, even before the arrow obliterated, you can see there's a little clasp in the middle, so it almost looks like they could actually pull apart this way versus just going up.
Yeah. When I see that, I'll like try to like manipulate that little clasp in order to like carefully remove them. And I'm sort of like also not wanting to like desecrate the body, will like hold the head. I know it's like pinned with an arrow, but like just don't want to like
Just
jostle it too much in case like the jaw falls off or anything. Like just making sure to be like very, very like I'm taking my time with this to make sure that like the body isn't harmed in any way.
I think you just slowly feel the cold as the spirit is just watching you very curiously. Kind of head cocked, like very much like a dog who's just very curious about like what you're doing.
Sparky's on the other side doing the same thing.
Yeah. Just very curious. And I think at that point you see the glasses a little bit better as they slowly they do catch for a moment, I think, on what remains of the ear. Ear hole, whether that's bone or not. Catching for a moment before finally pulling away, and you can tell that the metal is a very fine darkened metal. Like this seems like not quite steel, and not gold, but not silver. It's got a purple tinge to it, which in torchlight you can see it refracting almost like seawater, like sea glass. And in addition to that, you can actually see on the corners of the glasses themselves what looks like stars. And in fact, the class that's connecting the two things is a crescent moon that kind of went over the bridge. Doesn't have a name written on the glasses, even like what the maker, sometimes makers of things will sometimes leave their markings on it. Much of that is worn away, but I think you hear a clapping.
This is like an above table question, kind of. What are the names of the constellations in Ampistrano?
Oh, really great question.
Oh, is there a way that
Stani coming out of the bones?
All right, I forgot. We're still holding hands somehow, Stani. Oh!
You said my entire activity and things that I do. Here is the telescope and star charts I've carried this entire time. No, I'm kidding. She twitches in her sleep.
If I knew that Astani had that, which I probably do, like maybe come up and like passing or just observation maybe. I would ask this of Astani. So above table, I'm asking DM above table, but in character asking Astani.
Yeah, there are a bunch of different constellations. I'm actually pulling up the list because I had to give this list to our lovely logo maker Ambrose when we were making our logo. So is there anyone specific you're looking for, or are you just wanting a general?
I mean, I'm looking at this person's glasses. It has like stars on it. They're a cartographer. I'm thinking maybe like, I'm thinking like constellations that like sailors would use, or stars that sailors would like look at to point themselves in the right direction, things like that.
Okay. So the one that I think roll a nature check, and Astani, if you want to just come out of the bones, if you you are welcome to do either a nature or a religion or a history check, I would say, for you.
I have a question.
Sure.
So you said nature, or you said nature, right?
Nature for you, yes.
Could I potentially do survival? Because I'm thinking about like sailors navigating and things like that.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And if that's the case, I got a 22.
Love it. Okay. All right. And Astani, what did you get?
Religion is their highest stat, even though it is closer to nature and their favorite activity that they do to relax and hyperfixation. I will do a 12 plus 7 for...
Okay. 19?
19?
Okay. Looking at the glasses, and I imagine that Theodora just kind of is maybe walking around, and you're seeing this happen, and now is holding like this shiny, very old pair of glasses. The constellation of Iquildos And I'll put the spelling in the Zoom chat, don't worry.
Thank you so much.
Ikeldils comes to mind of what looks like, and I think as the realization hits the both of you, you start to see the constellation, actually. It is essentially a bow and arrow, but it's not in the typical fashion of wood or sometimes reeds or coral. This is pure starlight that forms that. And you can actually see it along kind of in the lighter hue of the glasses, to the point where normally the arrow is not that moon crescent. The story goes that this bow and arrow was once owned by one of the champions of the moon. Of both the moon and the night, which is pretty rare. They each usually have their own champions. But because in this case it became so integral for those two forces to unite, it forged this bow. And wanting to make sure that this bow could always be found, it is oftentimes in our real world, it is the essentially the northern star.
Mm-hmm.
You will always be able to know which direction is north based off of this constellation, which is literally painting not quite an arrow, but almost like a crown in the sky, pointing to it. Here, and I'll put it in the Zoom chat for you.
Okay. Last thing I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Before Theodora like just gives this little creature a name, when they might already have a name, I do want to pull out if there are any like maps that are still intact, like in their satchel. I do want to kind of look it over, and then like obviously if there's like any like writing on it, have Stani read it for me.
Sure.
But just wanting to like look over the maps, because one, I want to see like what exactly were they looking for down here. And then two, if they are a cartographer, I know that like, a lot of cartographers will like put their like almost like a painting, like put their name like in a corner or something. Mm-hmm. So I want to like look for that just to see if there's any hint of who this person was.
Sure. Can I get another sleight of hand as you were taking these very, very old documents out of the bag?
Yes. Okay, not good. I'm going to use an inspiration.
Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I think my sleight of hand is +2. And I got a 16.
Okay. With a 16, you can feel that these parchments and scrolls that you're pulling out could fall into dust at the slightest jostling that is abrupt. It is literally like holding a very fine glass. But you are able to very carefully start to unfurl these. You can see that a lot of the twine that seemed to kind of hold this together honestly just rotted away from the moisture in the air too. And you're able to unfurl. It seems like the very first map that you're able to see, and obviously Astani, you can see this too. It seems like they were trying to map out the catacombs, but came in from a different entrance. Didn't come in from the mausoleum. They actually came in, it looks like, from a separate entrance that's behind one of the buildings that's actually within the graveyard district. Okay. There is a wall that leads to a dead end in an alley that does not have a house or anything else behind it. At the time that it was being drawn up, this was actually at one point a door that both the Orenthal and the Deathblooms rather used. Because it's technically Orenthal territory because it's set within the wall.
Okay.
Whether that is being used by both now, well, maybe you'll be able to see at a future point. Perhaps not.
I'm gonna assume not.
Perhaps not. Seems like they were trying to map that out. You can also see what looks like at this point the expansion of the kind of farming district was just starting to happen, because you do see older maps of Jorix, slightly smaller. Definitely not as built out as it is now, to the point that the Cloudtop district did not exist, which is where the nobility lives.
Yeah, I know. You don't have to tell me that.
Oh no,
I know
this
exactly where the
this is more
motherfuckers
so a
live.
reminder for everybody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know where them bitches live.
But before they settled there, you can actually see a little bit of coastline too, and they seem to have marked a cave out on the beach below the cliffs of Jorix, where they noted that they at least have kind of, like, I think you see scrawling in Astani. You can translate for me to Deodora, of scrawling of like, this is where like some of their hideout stuff has been. Oftentimes this is rumored where like pirates sometimes drop off their cash before smuggling it into the catacombs and then throughout the city as well. All of that is there. There is no name mark.
Okay.
That seems to have the pages are kind of eaten away.
Mhm.
So it looks like probably in the upper right, where you can see at least a little bit of the sigil again, looks like that was largely eaten away by bacteria that live down here too.
I see this and I turn and I say, Rory, I have something for you to fix.
Well, I might be able to do that. What is the situation?
Well, I found this guy's bones. And it led me, yes. And this is their stuff from when they were alive.
Mm-hmm.
And they have all of these maps.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're related to Tyneal. Actually.
Interesting. Considering that this is a historical question, has the Shiftweave spoken to you about it?
I don't. I don't feel the Shiftweave down here, right?
No.
Right?
Not in this chamber specifically, no.
Or even with where the bones were, where there's any? Yeah. I don't really feel it down here.
Okay. Well, are any of these items magical?
Nope.
I wouldn't know.
Nope. You could
don't.
tell they're finely made, I would say, Rory. Like, very finely, like, as a fellow craftsperson, very finely and with a lot of attention to detail and care. But no, these are the magic you probably are looking for. Truthfully, it's one of those things of like how you were just so good at weaving things back together, how Astani is able to do things in a very specific way as well. The magic is innate to the user, but not necessarily like magicals and spells.
No, like, basically, is this an enchanted thing?
No.
Nope. That is the question. Right? There's a well, let's see. I could try to figure out some things. Give me a moment with this. And here's what I want to do. I want to, this is like a fairly old thing.
Yeah.
I'm asking you as a DM, do we know that this creature is the one who made it?
No.
Okay. I would like to very gently try to use mending on it.
Okay. All right. Can you go ahead and roll, since you
Okay.
are having to impose a little bit of your will to get it to kind of
I'm gonna
reform?
give the help action.
Sure.
I'm going to, and the way that, since we're doing this as a roll of will, I'm not going to try to force the book together as much as I'm going to try to recollect what Blackstone did however many seasons ago. Hey, everybody at home, you should watch that, by the way. When there was a book that was literally in ash and they recomposed it because
Yes.
all the ashes were there. So I'm thinking something along similar lines.
Yeah, you can very easily do that.
Okay, and what kind of roll do
I
we
also
need?
do have the satchel if there's any flakes at the bottom.
Wait, what roll am I making you?
You are making a spirit roll because you're having to impose spirit to kind of force the spell to take place.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you gave me that advantage. So that is a total of 22.
Okay.
On the spirit roll.
All right. I think you see the dust kind of coming out of the bag and also formulating from the air and solidifying into parchment. And eventually, in the upper corner, you see the sigil of Tinyels pop up and a singular name, Elithra.
Okay, so I think what you see is, well, I mean, I feel like even with a mask on, you would know what this looks like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or he's kind of gonna like close their eyes a bit and just take the map and try to unfurl it as if he's rolling it out on a table, like while it composes itself.
Gotcha. And that's the full description. And then in parentheses, it's A-E-L or ale.
Do
And,
I know how to pronounce this?
It's in common. It's just a very old name. Like, truthfully, it seems more familiar probably to Rory's brain than to Blackstone's brain, if that makes sense.
It does.
It's a very old, ancient family name kind of thing.
Okay, if I roll you a history,
Mm-hmm.
like, can I roll you a history to know, like, where in the world, or where in the world of Ampistrano that would be from?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, that history is a 21.
The 21, you would know this to be in the area that is north of Jorix. And kind of, honestly, they call it the defending hand of Ampistrano because it's a series of land markings and land areas that actually extend hundreds of miles out, but kind of almost as a barrier around Jorix itself. That is where Allegris, which is Tinyel's family home, you've heard Deodora talk about it, that is where often the soldiers go for kind of their training and schooling before they are then, based upon how well or crappy they do, get their postings and are sent all over. So this was very likely the not quite beginning stages of Allegris, but probably very early days. Dorix was the first of the cities, and then they didn't want... The thought process was that they didn't want to have the capital be exposed and just right there. And so eventually Tinyel's family founded Allegris and helped to build that out. So yes, not too far, but I would say probably, like, if you were to travel here to Allegris, that would probably take you about 5 days ship travel. If you went walking, it would probably take you about a week.
Okay.
Burn
So
it to the ground. You just hear the singing continue.
Theodora, I think we have your
I need a
friend's
club
name
remix.
here. It seems the maker of this map's name is Elithra.
Hmm.
It's
Hmm.
an old name
That makes
From-
sense.
from Allegris.
Well, that also makes sense. If they're part of Tiny's family.
Hmm.
Elithra?
You don't see any recognition.
I'm not sure that all of the maps in here necessarily belong to this spirit here, but I am willing to look through the rest of them if you'd like.
Yeah. I was gonna ask. Oh, have I? Since I know that I've spent time in Allegris and am pretty close to Tiny and the family, would I have maybe heard of Elithra at all, or like any ancestor with this name?
Not the name, but you've definitely have heard discussion of like Tyneal probably telling off Gregory that if he doesn't like do something or isn't behaving specifically when Gregory was a bit younger, that someone will come and take him and he'll disappear just like his like great aunt or something like that, like a missing family member. You could tell that Tyneal, at least for him, obviously this is legend, but I think more so like the thought that a family member of his went missing and was never found did bother him a bit. I think even in your time with him, like he did take opportunities, specifically when you were traveling, to kind of, I think at the time it seemed very touristy to kind of like look around, see the sights, etc. But I think the thought occurs to you now that he was actually searching just to see if there was maybe any sign that maybe there's a branch of Tyneals that are somewhere else in the world that maybe this person had started.
Okay. Well, I'm going to, like, until Rory says otherwise, I'm going to operate under the assumption that this is Elithra's spirit. And I had a thought and I forgot it.
That's the worst.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. Yeah, I'm just gonna operate under that assumption and be like, well, I think I might know one of your descendants.
Ooh. What's that?
Somebody part of your family, part of your bloodline.
Blood. They kind of holding out their little hands.
Yeah. Oh, I remembered what I was gonna ask. Would you, when we come back from below, would it be okay? Would it be okay if I took your bones out of here?
And you kind of see slowly looking over towards Darcy.
I'm not like I'm literally I know this is Darcy's domain or whatever. Like, I'm not asking her because ultimately it's not her fucking bones. Like, so I don't need permission from you, baby girl. Like, it doesn't belong to you.
I think he says that it's not so much of like, belonging. It's more so of like coming from a place of. Actually, let me can you go ahead and roll a shift weave check?
Sure. My shift weave's +4, right? Okay, I'm gonna use inspiration. So I want to get this 19.
Through your experiences and practices with the shift weave tribe, you would know that bodies are often seen as the anchor If a spirit wants to
Right.
come back to it or to a specific spot, they oftentimes will go to the places that their body once was, and sometimes still is.
Right.
To remove body, you're essentially cutting them potentially off from where they've been. So the look that you're seeing kind of pass between this little orb, potentially Ale and Darcy, is more so kind of that flittering of concern, truthfully, which is strange for this orb that's been singing so much in the last like day or so of randomness. But that fear, because this has been their home and all that they've been able to do. And based off of your passive perception, I would say, and passive insight, that flash of fear of, is this what poof is if I were to be taken out of here? It's the fear of the unknown.
Right. I guess for me and for Deodora, I interpret the body being the anchor differently.
Sure.
So I guess for Deodora, like, I'm not seeing it as, if I remove the body, you're going to poof out of existence. If you are anchored to your body, you go where your body goes.
Right.
And I think that's like kind of like the belief system that like Deodora's tribe has too. You go where your body, or you even go where like you are, maybe not even your body so much as where you are worshipped.
Yeah.
And like where you are thought of. So she doesn't understand the problem. She's like,
yeah. But again, above table, now you have at least a better idea of like what's going on. It's not like, Darcy, can I have permission to take my body somewhere else? Like, it's
it's like, will this fuck me if she takes my body?
Yeah, what's gonna happen to me? Because to kind of also kind of take it back a little bit too, when Ale was kind of messing with a little bit of light that was coming through, every time it moved its hand into the light, it immediately looked like mist, like it was starting to disperse
because of the heat from it,
from just the light. Orbs, as you have seen in your past, are often the most active during the nighttime. Not quite vampires, but likely the light kind of hurts them.
Okay.
That's why like they're okay with fire and you all as those light sources of warmth, and otherwise. So too much of that, they can't regulate it, right? They don't have a system that's able to regulate the heat. So it instead, just much like some of us neurospicy people that just get very overwhelmed, it just consumes.
Okay.
Or poof.
Yeah, I think Deodora will see this and kind of, glean this however she chooses to interpret it. And just say, if you don't want to, you don't have to. I just thought to maybe take you back to where you're from, but maybe taking your belongings back is enough.
And you kind of see they seem to relax a bit at that, of like, yeah.
And I think
that makes sense, just because me, and you kind of see they're like kind of having an existential crisis as they're kind of talking about
Ale. Yes.
Ale, yeah. That's my name.
Is it your name?
I think.
Alethra?
Well, there is something to consider. If I may, one thing that might help is...
Can you up your mic, Sin? I'm so sorry.
No, I just need to
lean in.
Oh, it's not that the mic is quiet, it's that I am quiet. I have the right people. But one thing to consider is that perhaps once we are a little bit closer to the surface, we might be more connected to energies that can tell us more about you or more about your history.
That's a lot of words.
And we can decide what to do then.
Okay.
Oh,
think
too many words? Okay, I can use less words.
no, that's a like it's just holding it like
Just burn.
burn into the ground. Never makes a sound. He points right at you. Like
I just look at everyone very confused at Rory has never had someone react poorly to him going, I can use fewer words.
Yeah, well, it's like the problem is you're saying you can use fewer words now, but
As you're
before you
using
use
more
many
words.
words. So it's just like, okay, I don't need to hear anything from you. It's like when a man won't stop talking.
I think you get this sense of just like relief, but also just like overload. There's been a lot that has been unloaded onto this poor little spirit in the last couple of minutes. But after a minute, it will kind of look between all of you. I think that's a good idea. A body is just a body. So it's not really me anymore. It's like a house that no one lives in. But no one's renting. And no one's... No, that's weird. See, like, another thought comes into their brain. That sounds weird.
As they're thinking about how to phrase
Temple.
whatever the fuck they're trying to say, I want to like, not putting the glasses on them, but I want to hold the glasses up to like where their eyes would be in this little, just to see like.
Yep, and you do. I mean, they
if
have
there's
little
anything-
eyes. Yeah.
Well, it's not about seeing if they have eyes. I want to see if there's any sort of like change in them or like reaction to this happening.
None.
No? Okay.
No.
Right.
I think if anything,
I'm
they get
going to-
closer and like their eyes get all big in the glasses.
I fucking put the glasses on then.
I am going to just go and, I suppose, be useful elsewhere.
What do you mean you're useful here?
Map analysis, processing.
He's using less words.
Space. And on that, he just
Oh.
throws a satchel away and just goes, I'm going to be over here and just be a
Oh.
nerd in silence for a second and start unfurling maps and mending stuff and seeing what he can learn about them.
You see, it kind of gets a little quiet. I think you see the glasses are starting to drop because this
Oh, no,
thing is not
I've taken them up. First of all, they were never actually fully on.
Okay.
I was holding them.
Okay.
And then I said I put them on myself.
Okay.
I put them on.
I was making sure.
These are
I was
my
like-
glasses now.
I think you see this orb kind of fluctuate a deep, deep blue for a second of, what's the word? Did I regret them? Did I make them, what's the other words that people say before they die?
sad?
That one!
I think perhaps,
Oh,
but it was an accident, right?
oh.
I think Rory is somebody who likes their words because they like to explain things. And it's very helpful because they know a lot of things about the world that I don't know or don't understand. But I understand too, maybe needing less words sometimes.
Kind of little hand pawing at their face. Plotting. Is all you hear, and then it disappears.
Oh no.
Immediately disappears to go elsewhere.
Okay, well, I'm wearing these glasses just because I think it's funny. I bet my eyes are like they're not prescription.
No.
Okay, gotta make sure they're like. Are they more like reading glasses or something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my eyes are like huge behind these fucking.
It's that, and then you can also see that the darker parts of the chamber are a little bit lighter. So it seems like kind of like almost like light is on these.
Oh, I take them and I put them on Astani's face. I don't ask her if I can do this. I just do it.
I need artwork immediately.
What is this?
Oh, it like refracts. Is that the word? I think it is. It like it lightens up darkened places.
Oh, and then like they're just testing out. They have like headphones and this now. They're just like
it's like when you put your parents' glasses on, you're like, oh,
mm-hmm.
you're like, damn, you can't see.
Yep. And I get a new pair of glasses after they said they need a stronger strength. I'm just like, what is this? What's happening?
Yeah.
Like back
and you can
forth.
see the darker
You're like,
portions
damn,
of the chamber.
I couldn't see.
You can see the aspects of the chamber that were in darker portions, specifically like the areas by the cots where you all like kind of gathered for the charcuterie board and stuff. Do lighten up a little bit. It's not like you're walking down the streets of Jorix bright, but you're not potentially moving around in total darkness with these.
This is incredible. I'm sure I've been stumbling over everyone, but at least this
No.
would help.
You haven't been stumbling over people.
Well, this still will help
Yeah.
manage. So thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, think Ale. They did belong to them.
They like tilt their head because they've been just listening from the background. Again, only when it comes to spirits, only coming forward, and if that is something that they feel comfortable doing. So it's like a tilt to kind of get past Theodora's head and just thank you, El. I will treat it with the utmost care.
They're not here.
They poofed
away. So I think,
but it's like
like the head coming back, like
yeah.
just okay. Well,
Yep.
It's.
Thank you.
I'm sure they still heard it.
Burn. In the distances, they're kind of singing.
Well, okay. It's helpful. So, not, and then like look to it. It's like I can make this work. Trying to find like a tassels to the glasses that they could put, like.
Oh, so they don't lose them.
Mm-hmm.
Can you roll as you're kind of messing with the glasses a little bit, Astani? Can you go ahead and roll a perception check as you do?
Oh no. Oh no.
9.
9? Okay. Every now and then you're hearing clicking noises, but unsure if it's the glasses or maybe just it maybe clinking against some chains that you might be wearing or the bells.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it's
a little hard to tell.
How I think they will put like their hand over their bells or anything that's like they're little tiny bells, and they're just going to turn and like almost hold on, and they don't have divine sense, they have something else. What do they do? I think they'll just, if I can, Osani will look to, what was that? Did you hear anything?
No. I didn't, right? Okay. Girl, stop it.
No.
Yes.
Sorry, I was sneezing.
Nasty. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm sorry.
Nasty.
Sorry.
No, I didn't hear anything. I mean, I hear the singing, burn, burn, burn. It's kind of catchy after a while.
It will stay in my mind for possibly a few more nights.
Yeah.
They're going to turn around, holding their bells down, and try to because naturally their passive perception is pretty high, so I feel like they will check in to see if it was the bells or was the glasses.
Sure.
And they're just going to like test between that to do another perception check.
Sure.
Did I hear any clicking when I had the glasses on?
No.
This one is now a D20 for a 27.
Yeah.
Hell. Oh, you got a nat 20?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Hell yeah.
You gotta say nat 20. You should
Yeah, you gotta say
D20. Like, you gotta say nat 20,
sorry.
bitch. Like,
Nat 20.
like we know that's a D20 die, baby.
You hear the clicking happen again, and it's not from the bells. And you notice, as you're still kind of wearing it, I think, Theodora, you would see this now that you're kind of clocked in on what might be happening. You can see that the eyeglass lenses are shifting ever so slightly. What remains of them are shifting ever so slightly.
Like they're adjusting themselves? Or
almost like another lens is trying to sweep down.
Oh. Like at the eye doctor.
Kind of.
Okay.
But interestingly enough, this one seems to be like a larger kind of lens that almost pops out. I think specifically you see it over the right eye, kind of twitching slightly. And it looks almost like an eagle's eye.
Oh shit, that's fucking sick. It's the goggles of the eagle eye, is that what they are?
It looks like
that's
it is
fucking
a
sick.
blend of the goggles of the eagle's eye as well as the goggles of
Goggles
night.
of night?
Yeah,
Oh my god,
Which-
sick.
allow you to see within dark vision, but also gives you advantage on perception. Which makes
so you
sense
should
with cartography, wanting to be
yeah.
able to see the finite details.
Oh, that's
So.
fucking sick. Oh, that's so sick.
I've been waiting for you all to stumble upon this, so I'm really happy
Here's
you
why-
decided to
here's
take a trek.
Here's why this is sick, and maybe this is like parallel thinking or whatever. I don't know. I had a character. This is off topic, kind of. I had a character in like a one shot that I made, and like we were like all like level 20 or something. So like we got a bunch of like sick ass items, and like I for that character created eyeglasses that are this exact thing
Yeah.
for that character that were like goggles of night, goggles of like eagle eye. So I think it's just really cool.
Yeah. So it seems like perhaps with a little bit of mending, perhaps from one of your party members.
Rory.
Very careful.
Actually, I'll go to Rory. I won't call
that
him.
eventually you could have them fully realize, and there might be some more counterparts to this. But at least these are the ones that are kind of clicking, seemingly kind of stuck in place. Likely this is what the state that Ale was using them in, trying to see the dark corners and potential traps that were in the zone, and unfortunately just walked right into one.
But they did make it the furthest, so it did help them for a time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and they're just taking that in, and they don't know. It's like when you have something new again, you're trying to figure out what it is, so they're just adjusting it. Same
Yeah.
thing with the the loops. I forgot forgetting about that. Just new things that they're just trying to figure out. They just nod back in like agreement and acceptance.
Rory, you've wandered off. What are you
I just
doing?
wandered to somewhere nearby to just start gently pulling maps out of the bag and other like documents to just unfold them and see what's in the bag.
Yeah. Can you do a sleight of hand? Because I think you'll also tell that these, much like the documents that are back at Felk, old, but unlike Felk, they weren't properly placed and cared for, kind of thing. These have been held out and could fall apart at any second, kind of thing.
I rolled a 25.
25. You do see what looks like receipts for like a pair of glasses, the clothes that they were wearing on their back. This person seemed to have been very carefully keeping their receipts all in one spot.
Yeah, gotta get that reimbursement.
Yep. Seeing all in
Smart.
one spot. And can you roll a D100 for me, please?
I can and will. Here, this, and probably this. Yes, okay. These two. That is a 65.
Okay. With a 65, amongst the things that are furled together, on one of the pages, you notice that there is what looks like a golden clock that's been etched onto the page. And when you run your fingers very carefully over it, it seems like there's actually, you notice that it's not smooth. Your hands actually hit something rigid and then rise up before going back down around the clock. Itself. And there's seemingly like it's one of those, looks like a golden kind of pocket watch almost. Really old, really intricate. You've met Tyneal, has like a lot of Tyneal's family motifs kind of interwoven around the clock itself. That I would say would jump out at you for sure. There is also what looks to be looks like a simple coin, but you can tell that this is not money. And etched onto the coin, it says, "For your 21st birthday and your expedition, with love, Mom and Dad." And I think you see a little note underneath in like a different scrawling, likely probably from a younger sibling, "With all the luck in the world." I think you see that kind of with them. Interestingly enough, they've been lower than the 3rd level of the catacombs. This seems, as you're kind of looking it over, granted these images that have been pressed onto here are 800 something years old, and it's likely the catacombs have changed many a time since this person was down there. It wasn't the descent that got them, but the ascent. You can see that they actually made it down to the Kingdom of Bone. And they were seemingly kind of hurriedly trying to get back to try and possibly meet some deadline of some sorts. And due to all of that, whether it was their rushing or excitement of whatever they discovered, that caused their end within these halls.
I look around the room. I look at Darcy. I look back at the maps that I'm working on. Just casual glances.
She's been watching out of the corner of her eye over her paperwork, but yeah, she's been watching.
And there's like a moment that it's just like this would both be good for historical purposes, but this is also just good information to have about some things about what the Kingdom of Bone was like. I don't know if these records exist anywhere.
Not to your recollection between the erudite quarter, or even between the museo, which is the museum located within erudite quarter. There have definitely been expeditions to try, but it's been tenuous because they know they're dealing with the death wombs for one, but they're also dealing with the catacombs, which are a whole other beast. So the last expedition down to try and see if this could be found, honestly, was probably about 20 years ago, give or take. And it didn't succeed.
Okay.
So you're holding on to a bit of history that has not quite made its way back into the light, so to speak.
There's what feels like a long moment of pondering. Darcy, I have a question for you.
She'll kind of sigh. Seems being more dramatic than than she actually means to be, and then kind of comes over. Did Ale get to you too?
Pardon?
She kind of gestures at your friends for a minute, who at this point Ale was still there. This is just before she poofed.
Oh, no, not at all. For one, felt like having a surface to work with would also be best. But two, I'm sure they could use a bit of peace and quiet. I have many things to say, much I am curious about. And, well, this certainly isn't helping. For example, and I gesture at this map. How would you feel about a bit more information today?
Listen, I'll never say no to more information. Especially if it's helpful.
It's about the Kingdom of Bone.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, some of the items here indicate that there was an expedition where someone actually made it to the city and documented some of what they found.
That doesn't surprise me.
It's a couple of centuries old. My question for you is how far back your current records go.
Our current records go back about 50 or so years.
This map, if I'm reading it correctly, goes back approximately 10 times as many years.
Whoa. And that is very important.
I would like to make a request of you.
And what would that be?
You wouldn't happen to mind me having a copy of this?
I think she looks at you, kind of sits back a little bit. And at that point, she actually she looks around for a second and she kind of slides the skull of the bird back a little bit. And you can see very familiar eyes. It's been years. But they're different. They're older, a little bit more weary, a little bit more untrustworthy of people.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see actually there's a scar that goes right across where her eyes are too. She blinks a couple times, kind of getting used to the mask, rubs at her forehead. One condition. You can make a copy, but this copy is for you and your friends. I'll allow that. Some secrets should be buried until they decide to reveal themselves.
Well, and I don't think you'll mind saying, I will be keeping this particular one with me, and I suppose with my friends, if they care to know.
Mm-hmm.
But I may or may not have access to a library that doesn't exactly exist in the world, per se.
Right. You know,
Which
see,
is to
she doesn't
say,
seem surprised by that at all. This is not like far outside of the reaches of practicality for her.
which is to say, um, they would have a very difficult time getting to it.
You're an old soul, aren't you?
That is a very polite way of putting that, but yes.
Older than Ao? Because see, she's probing, not quite offering the information card, but just more so inquisitive than anything.
If I answer you honestly,
Mm-hmm.
yes and no.
Just kind of nods quietly. Okay. And after a moment, she repeats, "Some secrets will reveal themselves when they're ready."
And at some point, I suppose the library will have to come and visit you.
That's an intriguing notion. Though, bones are in themselves a library, much like a soul is. Except, and you guys see she kind of flits about for a second. I guess you could say that the soul is a paperback and the bones are the hardback of a book. Because you can see the scratch marks, the rips, the tears. Stuff that isn't always mended completely. Especially if you realign the spine, and you kind of see at this moment she, in her kind of discussions and stuff, you can see actually some bones. This seems to be what she does when she's kind of taking a second to think. And she actually just has what looks like for a second, silver chain. And you realize it's a collection of a spine. That, much like a Rubik's Cube, she is just slowly aligning and misaligning the spine as she is talking. Moving the different vertebrae.
Yay for fidget toys.
Yeah. Because she's talking for a minute. Well, you have your answer. Is there anything else that you need?
I suppose a bit of resting time. I have a lot of information to process.
Makes sense. Let us know when you're ready.
I suppose I should talk to my companions about that. And
She'll quickly pull the mask back on as that happens, shifting back into Lily Darcy.
With some intention, leave things right where I have them and go talk to the party. Asani, Theodora. Oh, where did your friend go?
They said they were plotting and then disappeared. And I think they're plotting about you. But in a good way.
Also, as they do. I think it might be best, even if we're not going to necessarily be able to make full use of our spells, let's say, I think there are some other capabilities I would like to restore with some rest and some information I would like to process, if that is okay with everyone. And after that time, I suppose we're off to wherever the catacombs take us. Oh, also, I have learned that your satchel contains a number of things, gesturing to the table, some of which I still need to analyze, but one of which is very interesting. It seems that your friend is a very talented explorer and made it all the way down to the city, beyond the floor that we're in, and managed to successfully draw a map of it.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, we also made a discovery. You like those, right?
I enjoy both finding them and making them. What did you learn?
The glasses they allow people to see in the dark, but also allow people to see closer. They're broken, though.
Interesting.
They only worked when Astani put them on.
Historically speaking, I think I know what one of those glasses are, but the glasses of minute seeing, I believe is what they would be called, well, historically anyway, are things that are rather hard to come by.
I think there's more to it, but it's hard to say because they're broken.
Broken how? Are the lenses not intact?
That, and maybe the mechanism's not functioning properly.
Well, I happen to, I believe this would be the thing right here. Oh, sorry, I should explain. This is a bag of tools specifically for, well, people who do lab work and inventions and things. All of that to say, it should probably contain whatever we need to fix your glasses. I just have to be very careful.
I just look to Astani because they don't belong to me anymore.
Yeah, Astani had taken it off and they had gestured to them to, like, please look at it if you wish. Not sure how this works, if this is... I don't understand. There are too many variables, and the one variable that is different is that I put them on, and that's not enough information. So a couple things we have to go through and just test it out.
I mean, you
do magic,
and like I'm gonna use a mage hand to like hold the glasses aloft and like turn them about.
You do magic, Astani. I don't do magic. Maybe that's what it is.
And then they'll like.
And you have a connection to like the spirit realm. I don't know.
Oh well, when it comes to these, do you mind if I hold these?
No,
and you
I
notice
feel like
that
the mage
they are
hand
like
is that, yeah.
they're not holding them; they're just like floating in space. Just like, mind if I hold these?
Like Asani's like, you are already, please, yes.
And I like gently place them in my hand. Well, I suppose there are a couple of things here. These could be a tool for spellcasters. They could be attuned to people who use a certain type of magic or just magic in general. I'm not sure which of these is the case, but we can at least do something about this lens situation, perhaps.
Just watch.
Yeah.
It is somewhat unusual if they have an alignment requirement, but anyway, if you wouldn't mind stepping over here. And I walk everybody back over to like this map and things and go, it seems that this person also came from a very loving family who sent them off with a couple of messages. They kept very careful notes and receipts about the clothing and everything else that they were wearing, but also here is a watch. Have you seen this pattern before, Deodora? I'm asking you mostly because you mentioned something about Tyneal, and I figured you might know something about this.
Can you describe the sigil again? Because I did, so why?
Sorry. My Discord freaked out for a second, so you all disappeared. So I was trying to quickly fix that. So you can see on the what looks like a pocket watch, the motifs of Tyneel's family around.
Oh. Yeah, this is his family crest. And I will show like the sigil that I took off of the body, like the little patch, to like show that they match.
Fascinating. Now, there's something odd about the texture in this spot on the page, and I very gingerly run a finger across it because I'm trying not to have the paper disintegrate.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like for whatever reason, someone took the time to, I don't know if this is actually the watch itself or a very detailed piece of work for a random page in a book.
What? I'm sorry. So there's an actual just so I'm understanding, there's an actual physical pocket watch. No, it's a drawing of a pocket watch.
Correct, but there's
okay.
Instead of it being smooth,
I was like, why?
Instead of it being smooth, it seems like there's a kind of like when you're kind of running your fingers across the page, it goes up where the pocket watch would be.
Oh, okay. So
versus being indented downwards with great detail.
Okay. I'm having a hard time visualizing it, but we're just gonna roll with it.
I would say like a figure in a pop-up book. That's
it's like popped up in text.
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly it. Yes.
And I'm just like, I don't know why they did this in this book. I'm not sure if this is that they took the time to make this 3D just for artistic purposes, or, well, frankly, if they were trying to hide something in the page.
I'll look at it for a moment, and I just see like this raised pocket watch pop-up book. Maybe it has something to do with the glasses too.
Okay, and I pull out a dagger.
Mm-hmm.
It might take a little bit more effort, but I could potentially fix the book. I'm going to try to make a small incision here where this watch is and see if it contains anything.
It seems like it might be a magic thing.
Oh, I'm not going to stab this. I intend to cut around it.
Theodore's like, does it? Okay. Could we maybe try before we cut through the book? Because it is very old. And I know you have mending. I guess it doesn't matter, you have mending. But I wonder if it was supposed to be, if this is supposed to hide something. I don't know if using something physical would work.
Well,
because why take all the time to do this if it could just be ripped out?
I suppose that's fair. And in that case,
I don't know anything.
I will. I don't know. I would have several reasons to disagree with that assessment.
You can disagree with me. Which part are you disagreeing with?
About you not knowing things. You have demonstrated a great deal of capability for a lot of different things.
Oh, I meant this kind of stuff specifically.
Well, like I was saying earlier about other things, we're not so different. Our talents just express themselves differently, even when it comes down to arcane things. I'm a little bit more academic about it. It seems to be a more natural thing for you. And I think that's a wonderful thing.
Okay. I just smile like, sure. Thanks.
In that case, based on what Theodore has said, I am going to try to use the identify spell.
Okay.
But what I would like to do is I would like to flavor this as me trying to persuade the book to talk to me about the pocket watch on this page
Okay.
and what it's protecting.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Okay. I have a nat 20 for you today.
Oh hell yeah! Go
love
ahead, go
it.
off.
So, just for flavor instances, how are you persuading this? Not necessarily book. They're literally just a bunch of parchment manuscripts that are kind of thrown together. How are you, I guess, rizzing up this sheets of paper so that way it will reveal their secrets, so to speak?
Kind of like very gingerly pick up this book
Mm-hmm.
and I go, you know, I feel like this is more Ostani's thing, but I'll give it a try. Would you mind telling me a little bit more about what it is that you're carrying and how you got here?
I think after a moment, you see the dust kind of swirling onto the page more and more. And it's almost like you're watching Ailes very Van Gogh style of writing, just very sporadic, bouncing around. It's truthfully staccato if this was music, moving quickly across the sheet, never staying in one place. This was an individual. Their mind was moving quickly and in multiple directions at the same time. As you can see, the scrawling bouncing around to specifically 5 different places. But it always comes back to this clock. While Ale, it seems like they didn't really have necessarily magical talent. It does seem like this is some kind of spell that they were trying to line that didn't have the time to finish. Perhaps a missing word to finish it or a phrase. And the only reason I think this jumps out to you is you've done the same thing before. Different properties, different kind of focus. But they were trying to create something that hadn't been, at least in their space, tangible. It's like when you were trying to figure out what would be best for your automatons. Rory as an artificer. Stone, steel, wood, metal. Creating something that hadn't had a place before. And a
Do I know
phrase
what
or
word is
words
missing?
missing. No.
Mm-mm.
Some spells like to rhyme, some of them don't. But each in their own wording tell a story.
Mhm.
From a natural 20, it's actually difficult to tell what exactly. Doesn't seem like Ale knew exactly what they were doing. They seem to have been inspired by something that was on one of the lower floors, likely in the Kingdom of Bone. But what the exact nature of this spell does seem transformative in nature. And it does have, I would say, the wisps of other planes kind of whispering. Which again, for a cartographer who wants to map out the world and see everything again, it's not that far off.
She likely ran into the Bone Weaver when she saw this. Or wrote this. There's some kind of magic here but some of the words are missing. I think they were trying to finish something, but they didn't have the time.
They didn't have the time to finish a spell about a clock.
I think the clock is supposed to do something, and if it had worked, she would have been able to record what she just didn't get to.
Try that song that they keep singing.
Hmm. I don't know that that would actually be a bad idea. I'll need to think about it, though.
Okay, and then Deitor just like humming it under her breath because it is just an earworm now. It's like
told you. It was a
Well,
stem that just exploded
Yeah,
into
this is a
something
stem.
else. I'm so
Burn,
sorry.
burn
Hmm.
to the ground. Like I'm trying to get like remix tracks. I'm trying to get like club
There are
like
you said
Baltimore
there are
club
no,
music tracks.
You said there are no fires here, right?
There are a couple torches that are lit around the chamber, but like it's still a very dimly lit chamber. Like truthfully, if Asadi is not wearing the glasses, she's very likely reaching forward a little bit. It's easy enough. It's not quite dark vision level, but it's also like the lights are very, very dim in here.
So, like, based on what I've learned, like, this ripple in the page is like the effect of the spell not being finished,
Correct.
not like a hidden container for something.
It's that period on a sentence that makes, truthfully, what could have been Ael's final words finalized. It does seem like it's the fresher of the writings. So in a way, this is their legacy, their obituary. As this clock.
Oh, what if you said you found letters from people they loved?
Are also in here, wishing them well on their expedition. Apparently, this was one of their first ones.
Could be either that song or maybe something in one of those letters.
I have an idea on what to do with it, but I think that will have to wait. But depending on whether my idea works or not, maybe Ale will get to finish that sentence. Well, if they wish to.
Is there anything? Oh, go on.
I was going to say, I think that's enough detective work for today. So I'm going to have a brief rest and consider, quite honestly, our probabilities for success for however grim. And I will tell you what happens once I am more operational. Windows 95 shut down.
Oh, couldn't. Okay.
Is there any other conversation that you all would like to have or to do before you long rest for the day?
I want to, because Rory said that there are maps of the I almost called it the below boat. I don't know why. We're not even on a boat.
No.
Just the lower levels and the
Yes.
city of Bone.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
I think Deodora wants to just kind of take a little bit of time to study them.
Sure. Kind of getting a
That's
basic idea of it. How about you, Asani?
I think they're just going to slowly get to bed. I don't think there's anything remaining They prepared what they could, so yeah.
Okay.
They will take a little bit of time to remove some bells and things to like soften what they're doing. This is not like I also don't think none of the bells that they put on are they've sewn it themselves, so they're easily able to like unravel it and then just like put and like anything that is tiny, they'll put it away. But the larger bells that they use in their practice, they'll just like oil them and like take care of them before they go to bed. Not trying to sound any of them, so they're very, very strict on how they hold them.
Are you the last one to go to sleep? Do you think?
Possibly, like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think as you're working on your bells, you do, after a moment, see the spirit that you now know as Ale kind of reappearing up high and kind of slowly maneuvering around through the light. And it looks like they have what looks like 3 small things within their 2 hands that they're kind of holding very, 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 very carefully as they maneuver around first to the Error 404 Rory, who's not far from you. You can see they kind of place something very gently in likely what is Rory's hand. They maneuver over to, and I think you have a much better image of Astani, or you are Astani, Deodora. And you can see that they place in Deodora's hand, which is lightly at this moment outstretched towards Sparky, what looks like a blue flower. And you realize they're forget-me-not that they're placing in Deodora's kind of hand. And they kind of pause, looking to see if you're asleep, and then seeing that you have the bells. They don't say anything. They're not humming their song. But you can see that they have in their small, small hand, and all these are dried. I want this to be known. These are not fresh flowers. For unfortunately, Ale is not in a space where they are able to move up. And you can see after a moment, they place what looks like a red spider lily on likely your pillow. Dried. Still has its kind of leaves unfurled. Kind of just looks in between all of you with a stillness and a quiet that it definitely did not observe during the day. And after a moment, it seems like it's almost just so lost in their own world, they don't really even truthfully notice that you're really awake. It slowly turns its attention towards the sun door, where at this moment, it's still cloudy outside, but you can still see the glimmer of the moon coming out. And they float. They float over and just look up at the light. And almost like if you could watch a spirit, a ghost, take a breath, they slowly phase into the light, just kind of raising out their little arms, feeling what little moonlight is streaming through that moon sun door in this moment. Dawn seems to approach the next day. It's hard to tell with the light in this room still being pretty dim, and you can tell that it is still very much cloudy outside. But each of you slowly awaken. All three of you slept relatively well. There were no haunting dreams of bones and other creatures chasing after you through halls. But the task is at hand. And for some of you, you have something new in your hands. Theodora, you feel the very gentle crinkle of old and dried leaves. The blue forget-me-not. And Rory, amongst your hand, you see that it is a yellow marigold with what looks like a ribbon of yellow tied. And Astani's red spider lily. With yours, looks like, specifically with yours, Rory, looks like Ale tried to manifest as best as they could and took a little bit of parchment. And you just see it's literally a squiggly of lines. As they apparently were trying to write a message that just can't come through because they don't know letters anymore. Just it looks like a massive squiggle, like if you gave a toddler a sheet of paper and a marker. What are y'all doing?
I have a serious question.
Yeah.
Above table. Don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
Did they just ascend or
No.
something? Okay.
No.
I'm like, bitch, you described this real
No.
beautiful scene. And I'm like, the little guy better still be there. Because
No.
otherwise, why am I showing up every week?
No. No, they were taking in the moon's light as much as they could, but they were not ascending.
Okay.
They
All right.
have unfinished business.
Okay.
So no, they are not
Okay.
ascending.
Just you know, I'm clocking in for me, but also I'm checking in for the audience too, you know?
Nope.
Because
no, I think you even hear
I am on a my nerves on the tiniest ice at all times these days. Don't fuck with me.
No, I think you even hear very lightly they're trying to be quiet, because I think you all have heard Darcy tell them to shh while you all were resting a little bit. But the burn, it was just very quietly.
Oh, this is a pretty flower.
And they are decidedly not lilies.
Oh, that one's a lily. I point to Astani's flower.
That's true.
Asani has it almost they've taken down their hair and put it into a long braid to prepare to go down, and they had put it into their ear, like the behind their ear. And yes, I haven't seen one in a long while. Thank
Interesting,
you.
considering the work that you do.
Not one that's usually given to me.
That is fair.
Or I think you see kind of poking out from like a corner, a little blue orb is just watching all of this happen. It doesn't want to intrude, but it's just watching, and then just because it can't help itself, it's just quietly echoing bird.
Oh my god, I'm fucking obsessed. I'm obsessed.
Just kind of watching all of you.
If you don't mind my asking, why am I holding I believe it's a marigold? I'm not a druid, but I don't think this is Hold on. Are you responsible for this?
oh shit. Moves out.
Doesn't know a damn thing, but can curse up a storm. Okay. Like, oh shit. Like a toddler who got caught doing something.
It's the last thing I said before I died. Like, just moves away real quick.
Oh my god.
Reappears after a minute. Like, this time is kind of hanging out in a skull, and you just see their blue eyes watching.
I think Theodora looks at the note that's attached to it and goes, "Oh, they said they're sorry." It's just like thinking back to a time where she tried to write "I'm sorry" and it looked exactly like that.
Yep. Maybe this is why the two of them are so connected, of just like...
That says "I'm sorry," yeah.
Oh. I lean over in that like really informal way when you're just like, I'm around a whole bunch of people I don't know. What are they apologizing for?
Oh, well, yesterday you kind of walked away from the group and it seemed like maybe they had hurt your feelings. And so they wanted to apologize.
Ah. Okay. I kind of like turn to the skull and say, "This is a very pretty flower. I appreciate it. Thank you."
Okay.
I
Well,
like mine too.
good. Darcy says it's best to say thank you to the people that you're thankful for. And also to lay flowers at people's graves. So I'm not saying, listen, if you die down there, there's spaces for us to hang out. And you can see they've made like a little cubby.
Oh my god. Oh my god. They made a fucking clubhouse, y'all.
I'm just saying, if you choose to come back, which maybe you will. I don't know. I can't tell if this one likes me, and they kind of gesture towards Rory. But
We definitely intend to. All of us.
whether you die down there, which I'm not hoping happens. Okay, maybe a little part of me is hoping it happens. But you're putting to... Kind of looks at Darcy for confirmation. Rest. That's the word. Rest. You're putting to rest the thing that potentially struggling with the word. Potentially could make many of us go poof. So I can't go down there, which I'm very upset about. But this is my way of putting flowers at their grave because you're putting them to an end. Does that make sense?
We'll deliver the
does.
flowers for you.
Okay. I feel like a lot of souls I've known have passed down there. I fear. But again, I have a cubby for you. See, I made this space so that he can tinker with things. And you can see that they've just collected a bunch of like smatterings of bone on a small table. I'm very tired. Like, that's why I was so poof, because I was so tired. I have to manifest to lift. I'm not strong. And he kind of moves their hands up like you, and they gesture towards Theodora. And I got a space for Miss Osani, for you to like sleep. Darcy says you were meditating. I don't know what that is. But for you to sleep, and you can see they have like this little goblet of water and a small little bench of bones that have been put together next to it. And then for Theodora, Sparky is very big. So I don't know how big Sparky's spirit would be, but I made a little thing for you, since you like to fight. And you can see they've set up some little fighting dummies made of bone.
Oh my god.
So you can share my cubby.
Oh my god. Thank you.
Well,
This is gonna sound strange, but I am gonna find a way to put you in my armor.
Oh. Okay.
oh, I mean, that's very feasible. We can do that.
Yeah. Only if you want to.
I mean, okay. I've never not been in armor, I don't think. I've been in a skull. I've been in a couple skulls.
Putting you in armor wouldn't be very difficult. I put myself in armor. This is what it looks like.
I know. Darcy said you're old soul.
Which is-
Maybe if I'm forgiven. No, I can't ask that.
You can ask me anything that
I
you would
can't
like to
ask that.
Okay.
They get really close. They look at you, Stani and Deodora, and almost glare for a minute, like, don't listen. And then get up in your ear, Rory. Could we make a body? So I could go move around? Maybe.
Yes, we can.
Ah! Poof, 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 poof. They're poofing all over the chamber.
Oh my
so
god.
excited.
We will talk about how to do that later.
Okay.
Let's
God,
say
Sorry. Ignore me.
one of those, it's one of those things that friends do for each other.
Mm-hmm. What's a friend?
Well, would you like to find out with the three of us what friendship is like?
Yeah. So I know what friendship is like with the lilies. But friendship is... What's the word that I heard Osiris used the other day? Subjective? Where it differs, you can have really close friends, and then you can have some not so close friends. So, would that make us close friends? Or not close friends?
Fucking best friends, bitch. Sorry. I'm not part of this conversation. I feel like this was a side conversation between them and Rory, but I had to.
I think the armor part was the whispered part, but all of this other stuff
all
is
this
happening
is very
where
much
anybody can
present.
hear.
Yeah, it was just the body. Like, that was it.
But, well, tell you what. Instead of answering that question right now, you should spend some time with us first, and then we can choose.
Okay, well, that's the problem, because you're going to a place I can't go. Much like I'm in a place you aren't in yet. They just start laughing.
But we'll come back. And when we come back, we can spend time together.
Okay.
And besides, based on your very polite request, we're going to probably have a way to spend a lot of time together.
I think Deodora will, because they gave her this little flower, and even though it's to put on somebody else's grave, it's still a nice gesture. So Deodora will like rummage through her pack, take out maybe like a dried herb, like, I don't know, fucking thyme. I'm just picking one.
Yeah, basil or something.
Yeah, and just like put it in their little cubby.
And you see them almost like worshiping the basil or thyme, just like. I haven't seen, and you see them like genuinely looking super curious at this. Because what you're placing, yes, it's dried, but it's still alive, whereas the flowers that you hold are dried and dead.
Mm-hmm.
This is like telling the spirit that the sky is blue. This is not in their sphere of knowledge. They're a collector of many things. Oh. Now I definitely hope you don't die down there.
Well,
Well.
some people think that basil is a symbol of protection.
Mm. I wonder what it tastes like.
It's pretty good. I won't lie.
I don't have taste buds. So I'll take your word for it. I'm going! You see, he looks at Darcy real quick, like, okay. But, good luck. And I'll wait in my cubby.
Okay. We'll be back.
When I watch Ale float away, Theodora, if I remember correctly, we cannot necessarily take our familiar companions with us, right? It would cause them a great deal of strain.
They can go with you for a time, but it's gonna be rough for them on the lower floor.
Are you suggesting we leave them here?
I am certainly suggesting that for you to keep your new companion company.
What about for you? And Corbin?
I have to wonder what Corbin would do with a hall full of bone, but I could just ask him.
Probably make some sick bone armor for himself.
I kind of
or
hold out
helmet out of a skull.
I kind of like hold out a palm to manifest Corbin.
Corbin appears, face mask on, just woke up, has a towel around, probably was taking a shower, like is a little bit. And you see they strained to get here too. You can see like there's actually like, it's not just whatever the wetness from whatever shower they were having. There's actually like a bead of sweat. It took a little bit for them to manifest.
Corbin, we're about to go to a dangerous place that will, quite honestly, unsummon you almost immediately. Would you care to stay in this space instead?
Okay. Yeah, I guess.
Just like, what did you call me here for?
Yeah. Like, all right.
I was in a luxurious bubble bath.
Do you need to finish would you like to finish your shower first?
Yeah.
Understood. And I just unsummon him back to summon space.
All right.
I will turn to Sparky because to let Sparky decide what he wants to do.
Sparky seems like he's pretty set to go with you.
Okay.
Like, seems to have, as jumpy of a puppy he still is, he knows when to get serious and was paying attention to the conversation of the fact that it was going to be a lot harder to go the further he went down. He seems willing to give it a try.
Okay.
I think also too, you see a little streak of jealousy that Ale has been taking some of your attention. So a little bit of jealousy that, you know, I need to prove myself even more kind of thing of like between him.
Sparky, first of all, you don't have to prove yourself to anybody, especially not me. I know that you're highly capable and you're such a good boy and you're so cute.
Tail
so
starts
cute.
wagging so
Aren't
much.
You're a good boy. You're
Oh,
such a
you
good
said
boy.
it.
Who's a
Oh,
good
you
boy?
said the word.
Who's a good boy? Like, shake his head. Sparky, I know that it's going to be dangerous down there. So if you feel like you can't hold on, it's okay to turn back. And if you poof, I will bring you back. Okay?
Licks your hand.
Just give him scritches.
Yeah.
This is a big ass dog to be doing that.
Yep.
I get knocked over.
Yep. Sounding anything from you as we progress further?
I think no, I think they just prep with Sakali on the things that they could do if they can do it. They're just practicing. I feel like they've helped in magic before, but because of the rigor and structure hierarchy of the temple district, it's not something that they always bring Sakali with.
Mm-hmm.
But this time they're just like, you've done this before, let's do it again. So they're just like practicing. They've put like 4 spells into them, so they're just like how they can maneuver, what they can do, trusting their instincts. Like they're just like doing that over and over. They're ready to go. I think everything is packed and good. Their hair is done, the flour, everything, they've settled, and that we're going. We're trekking, and I'm just waiting for the call from Darcy to be like, we're
She's following your
I don't
lead,
know.
so it's whenever
Yeah.
y'all are ready.
yeah I think that kind of stress of like, I'm following your lead and you're following my lead, kind of like, oh, we're all ready. Let's go. You're ready? Oh, I'm ready too. What are we doing? Let's get out of here.
Like, I literally
Kind of
think
like,
you see Darcy and Osiris kind of by the wall that you all came in on, kind of reclining on their weapons a little bit, of just like, okay, we're gonna be getting out. So like they're clearly in conversation, talking to take you to the lower floor. Kind of talking, and every now and then looking in your direction as this is happening, and then that eye contact of, well, are you ready? Or are you waiting for us to give the call? Like, wait, what's happening?
we're good. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Diodora is like, okay, we're ready. Let's go. Diodora
So
takes the
bad.
lead.
And it's like I just like turn, like as Theodora is saying all of that, just turns and starts walking in the direction of Osiris and crew.
And as you do hear again Ale singing "Burn, burn, burn it to the crowd" as you all
I'm singing that at full volume in the lower cabin.
That's gonna be your
Echoing,
bear noise to make
echoing.
sure all the death is far away.
Burn, burn it to the ground.
Oh,
Fucking call and
Osani, don't forget your
response.
glasses.
Yep.
Yes.
Glasses,
Thank you.
full shoal. Which, to your knowledge, Rory, using your Tinker's tools rather, it's gonna probably take you.
No, it's Tinker's Ticks now.
Tinker's tools. It's gonna probably take you the better part of the next like 2 or 3 days to do so. This is something you're gonna have to sit with for a while, just because they are.
Oh, like I have no intention of trying to fix that, but I'm aware that currently
Yes.
if she puts them on, she can see, and
Exactly.
That's an important thing.
Yeah, it was more so like gauging what you're able to pick up after kind of looking it over. Probably about 2 or 3. If you were to work through the night, you'll likely be able to get those where you need them to be. But yes, Astani, you can now see in the darkness as Darcy and Osiris again seem to knock on the wall a few times in a indiscriminate kind of melody. And the bones slowly start to fold in on themselves. Again, that clattering filling the chamber. As you all can see now, there is a tunnel that has a very sharp descent, almost like a slide.
Oh, one more thing before we go. This is like kind of like in the background. It doesn't have to be a scene. I do want to leave more herbs for that person. I can't remember their name who got the scratch on their face.
Yes.
More for their poultice.
Yep.
I just want to leave. I want to leave it for them so they can make it themselves.
Yep. Easily can do that. That was for Pavana, who had the mark. Who Thorbear you can see is still kind of still taking care of every now and then.
I ignore them.
Yep.
I ignore that person.
Yep. The two of them are staying back. It seems like Darcy and Osiris are the ones that are going to be escorting you down to the lower floor. Seemingly there needs to be someone at this outpost, and it's their turn to kind of keep survey while Darcy and Osiris. So you can hear them kind of talking, intermingling with like the bone chatter that they're doing. Every now and then slipping into common and just talking about doing like a radius check to see how things are going, how the night went, etc. Darcy kind of gives a nod and then just like falls backwards, sliding down the slide.
Well, that just seems unsafe.
Cyrus kind of just rolls her eyes and then just, I think you hear her muttering, "Show off," before going down the slide as well.
I go. I'm thinking about this like a water slide.
It pretty much is. Like it's pretty close, except there's no water, but yeah.
I guess I go on my belly face first. Actually,
Okay.
no. I also slide down, but I slide down feet first. Like slide down backwards, but feet 1st.
Mhm.
You know, the smart way to do it.
Yep. Yep. You're down next. Who is after Theodora?
Is it-
Asani, I think you should go. I would like to make sure that you're. I
That's gonna be
don't know
my
how
question.
large this slide is.
It is
Yes.
It's centaur
size, and like Astani will be able to get down. It's gonna be a little bit tight, but
You're gonna have to, might have to give a push on that inner tube a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like a lifeguard.
Mhm.
All clear down there, and then you.
Yep.
I love that we have to reiterate
I know every single time.
I'm sorry.
No, like
No,
it's
I
going
love
to get
it.
I'm just
asked.
like-
Don't be sorry.
I'm
I
just
love
like,
that. I want to know how many times this season this happens. So
Because I like
It's
here's the thing.
Once
like,
it's a once an episode.
Yeah, it's at least
And-
once an episode.
because here's the thing. All of these places are new to me because I haven't been here in centuries in character, and I haven't been here as a player. I don't know how widespread centaurs
Yeah.
are.
I'm like, did y'all
globally.
make this accessible to all body types, bro? Because we're gonna have beef if you didn't.
Valid.
Death blooms, love ya, but you gonna do better.
But they said, nah, we got ramps and everything.
Yeah.
They said the only places this is accessible to is colonizers.
Mm.
Yep.
Pocket.
Her. But I wait for Asani to go.
Okay.
And
Sunny, you're
then mind your glasses.
down.
As she goes, and then I join shortly after.
Love it. Can all three of you please make
No.
spirit saving throws and message me privately?
Yeah,
I do not like that.
I don't like that shit either.
I do not want you sharing what you rolled with each other. Okay.
Just my thing.
And yeah, you can put it either in Discord or in the Zoom chat. No, I'm not happy, Moz, but great question. I'm keeping an eye out. And then once we get everyone's... I don't know, maybe I should implement a way for chat to give you a reroll, like once an episode or something. I'll look into that.
Oh no, I don't like. Why? See, now I'm worried about my friends.
Well, I'm only bringing it up because Sin Lily just said someone donated a nat 20 real quick. So that's the only reason why I was bringing it
but
up.
for real, yeah.
Okay, I have. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Or either that or don't just donate me $20. Like, you know.
Okay.
I could always use some money.
You all descend down the slide, and immediately feel the temperature change. It is very, very cold. Truthfully, for some of you, it's a reminder of your time in Vanya. Up in the mountains, climbing. You can see your breath manifesting. It is that icy cold that is literally biting at you. There's no wind, but it feels like there's a wind in this chamber, as this chamber is just breathing. Still the same motifs of bone and skulls, some whole skeletons, very much like Ailes, in various states, much more of them strewn about the floor, and in a similar fashion, actually, to your time in Vanya for some of you, the skulls are all moving in the opposite direction. Seemingly like they were
running away from something.
Likely coming back from their descent into the lower levels. You can see on this floor, all three of you, there are 3 different hallways ahead. One to your right, one in the middle, one off to the left. Neither of these hallways are marked with lilies. The one to your left, I would say, Theodora, you would notice this first. You do see the presence ever so slightly of webs. And your shift weave would pick up on the middle one something darker than shift weave.
Darker as in like literally, like, okay.
Likely the creature that perhaps the death blooms have asked you to not kill, since it is literally cut from night itself.
Okay. Well, let's avoid that one for sure.
The chamber, you've been each feeling in your own way that oppressiveness of not only the deeper you're going into the earth, but just how alive the catacombs are. And that pressure bears down. Theodora, you're able to feel it, but I think your training with the shift weave and everything being very fluid kind of prepares you for it. So you're ready for that almost like impact effect as it kind of sweeps over you. And you feel Sparky literally like takes the brunt of it.
No.
Is fine.
What do you mean?
Is fine, but feels the difference. Like it's like coming from the shallow end of the pool to the deep end. Like when you jump in. It's an adjustment. They're not in pain. It's just a lot all at once.
Okay.
Rory.
I'm like, I dive in front of this and take it from my boy.
Now I'm just sitting here thinking it probably feels a lot like really humid summer heat the very first time you walk out there and the air just punches you in the face.
When you step outside the house and you're like, what?
Why did I come out here?
Why did I do this again? And then you go right back inside.
Breaks out in sweat and starts reevaluating your life choices.
When you step out the shower and you already, when you sweat in the shower, that kind of humidity.
Okay. Rory, you feel it a bit more. You can feel it already and I think you even get a status effect for a moment, kind of flickering on. I think each of you see Rory's lights flicker for a second. With how connected you are to the arcane, these chambers are eating magic and soul energy at an alarming rate. If Ale was to take one little hand down here, it would be poofed and likely not come back. This thing is literally like a black hole.
Mm-hmm.
Astani, you are hit the hardest. This, for all intents and purposes, feels like a train just hit you out of left field. Knocks the air out of you for a second. And you can feel already, you've only been down here for a matter of minutes, but you can see ever so slightly, and I think each of you see this as well, there is a very slight tremor. Astani, it feels like you just got down here. It feels like you've done a full 2 days of work. Helping out the temples. Honestly, what comes to mind are the raids on the farmlands, helping out the injured and slain individuals. The long, long, long days and even longer nights. And then still having to hold the sun rising and the sun setting ceremonies. It's that energy as well of intermingling your spirit, your soul, with the very fabrics that stretch around. Except in the past, those fabrics, they take a little bit, right? There's a give and take relationship that has always occurred. This is like giving even a small mattering of food to someone starving, and their stomach is endless. Darcy, after a moment, kind of, I think, would steady you, Astani, especially as you're kind of getting your bearings a little bit. Yeah, it's a bit different down here. You can see why we warned you not to stay here for long, and why Ale's not allowed down here. Because he, at the moment, looks up just to make sure Ale didn't come down. Just wanting to be with you all so much. Are you all okay?
Yeah. Or as okay it can be down here.
Could be better.
There is a very hungry creature in these corridors.
Yeah. I could argue several, but yeah. It didn't used to always be like this from our records. At least not this bad. But you definitely have your work cut out for you.
So, first order of business, I suppose. And where exactly do we lay these lilies?
And they look at the center hallway, and you can see almost not shift weave. This is pure darkness, slowly trickling like a small bit of water at a creek, kind of lashing out. If you decide to go down that hallway, you'll see there is literally a grave outside the room that the Nightwalker is at.
And as I understand it, that should be our first order of business here.
Well, that's if you decide you want to go down that hallway.
Or at least, well, I'm imagining it'll come out of that hallway at some point. We'd like to not incur its wrath.
That's if you really piss it off, which, I'll be honest, it does take a lot to do. But its patience isn't endless.
Above table.
Yeah.
What is besides the guardian? Like down that hallway is what exactly?
Just the
besides them?
Nightwalker. That's
It's
it.
just the Nightwalker because there's so we don't really have a reason to go down there.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's an alternative way. Like Lee, and from the plans that you were able to see that Darcy was able to show you, all of 3 of the hallways eventually converge. So it is another way to
Okay.
get eventually to the next spot. You're just
Okay.
choosing your poison with what route you wanted to
Okay.
take.
So in
So-
case we go down a different route and like maybe for some reason it's blocked, we can go down
Correct.
that hallway. Okay.
Yep.
So I don't.
So we
We
got
should try-
Bone Weaver
Yeah.
to the left, Nightwalker in the center. What's down this hallway over here on the right?
That would be one of your friends. Darcy says, parentheses.
Quotation marks.
Yes.
Friends.
Thank you.
Friends. Derogatory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friends.
Friends. That bitch. One of your little friends.
Mhm.
That's your best friend. That's like it's
Mhm.
giving that energy. Your best friend.
Yep.
Now,
Hater energy. I love it.
in a voice that sounds like it is entirely too happy for the occasion, I feel like I should leave some of this decision to Deodora. As I understand it, that creature down the hallway on the right is responsible for these conditions.
Definitely not helping it.
I'm definitely not helping it, and these 2 hallways are full of creatures that we may need things from, but we are not supposed to harm.
Correct.
Well,
Shall we address that first?
I would say this hallway is something like I'm pointing to the one with the dickhead. This hallway absolutely needs to be taken care of. And I point to the bone weaver thread. In this hallway, we absolutely have to go down, but we don't have to harm anything. We just need to be careful and grab what we need. Yeah, let's go down. Let's take care of business this way first. If
Elise will be
only
ready.
if only to try to help reset the balance down here.
And besides, I would hate to collect something as sensitive as Bone Weaver thread and then walk right into a battle after.
Yeah, that too. I kind of turn to Darcy.
Yeah.
And I say, would it be possible for you to collect a bone weaver thread for us? I'm talking about in case something. I don't want to put this out there, but I have to think about the possibility that something might happen to us. And we need to get the bone weaver thread to the right people to help others.
Can you make a persuasion roll?
Sure. Let me take a look at my. Okay. Okay. No.
Okay.
I'm gonna say no. Like it's not going even inspiration will help me.
Darcy
Um,
and Osiris look between each other for a minute, seemingly again kind of having that conversation like they were the day before.
I think before they even say anything, it's like, you know what, never mind. I can read the reluctance. So
We'll say this. If you end up part of the collection in this hallway, we can get that thread. And you kind of see Darcy looking conflicted. I would say specifically, Rory, you would see this more so just because they've let that mask down with you. They want to help, but it's also traipsing a little bit along the lines of what the death blooms kind of do with getting involved with other things. So it's very much like they want to help, they're happy to help, but they have to like everything is very much bartered down in conditions, in terms. So that's why she is offering that. Well, if you die, we'll try and make sure that the thread gets to somebody, but they're not necessarily able to, and that might be woven
this
into
feels like
whatever.
this feels like a self-imposed limitation, and Theodora's not.
It's believe me, Darcy doesn't look exactly happy about it either. But it looks like she's possibly being bound by her word, if that makes sense.
Theodora will say, well, go ahead.
Can I clock that? I can clock all of this, right?
Oh, yeah. You can easily clock it.
Okay. Can I would like to offer an assist with a I guess like a help here.
Mm-hmm.
And the help that I would like to offer is if we do end up becoming part of the, well, if I end up becoming part of the collection, as it were, that may mean, in fact, you will have something additional to collect. As I'm sure you understand about most automatons, they are semi-immortal beings.
Mm-hmm.
So, I suppose, after a manner, in the event that if we somehow manage to all expire, I guess I could offer myself as a barter. That is a very odd thing to do, because technically I can.
No.
You see even Darcy raising their hand like, no.
Rory, I appreciate it, but do not barter yourself. You're already giving, all of us are already giving a lot of ourselves just to put this place back to rights. And I say this pretty pointedly because it's like we came here and we agreed to do this to help not only just not only to do a task that we were coming down here to do, but to also help y'all. And then y'all can't even go get some fucking spider web for us. Like that is literally in the tones. Like you're already giving enough of yourself. Mm-hmm. So don't barter the remainder of it.
All right, then I will leave that idea in the reserves. I suppose
deep down in the reserves, please. As far deep down as you can possibly put it.
Listen to your friend. I think you hear Darcy say, we will see what we can do. And I think based off of passive insight, all three of you would gather Darcy and Osiris are going to be really pushing some things, but they are going to be trying to assist as best as they can. The meaning is not lost on them.
Yeah.
And they want to, but it's also, again, they're also similar to how Rory has their own words and things that they agreed to.
Yeah. I think Theodora will just say, I understand having to keep your word for things, but that can also sometimes be a detriment. And then the times we're living in now, it's just not guaranteed. Sometimes you have to put a promise aside for the better of the many. And then I just turn and I start walking down the hall. Like, I'm not like, Theodora out. Like, like I like it. I respect y'all, but y'all need to change your fucking ways because this is some bullshit. Y'all literally clenched, thinking about going down to get some fucking spider web. Get out. I don't know, like, this, we need some reform everywhere. It was like, God damn it. It's from the bottom. It's at the bottom too. Like, come on.
Like, and I feel for Theodora, it's just kind of like, y'all are already here. It's right there. Mm-hmm. It's right. Yeah. It's not like we even asking you to go out your way. You're already here.
I ain't even asking you to fight the damn spider. I'm saying you could literally just boop, grab some, go back upstairs. You're fine. You ain't breaking no fucking promises. What the fuck do you mean? You see what you could do. I just want you to get like two, three little webs. Like,
yep.
you got me.
Believe me, Darcy does not look happy at all.
I'm not even asking you to go milk a damn spider. I'm saying get the spider web that's already there.
You said milk a spider. Help me.
They do. That's what they do, though. Like, but
that's how the silk comes out.
Yep. Or venom, but yeah.
Let's head down this hole.
Like, it's just like she's just baffled, especially because it's just like one of those things where it's like the three of us are literally risking our lives for y'all, and
Mhm.
you can't even go get some damn spider web. Eat my ass. I love y'all. Y'all are great. Love your vibe. This sucks though. You know.
But like, I'm not like, I'm really imagining Deodora saying this while in motion down the hallway to do what they got to do. This
Yep.
is kind of like, y'all go hear this, but we
Yeah.
are also on a schedule.
Yeah. You know that video of the auntie who's pissed off that somebody fucked up the macaroni and cheese at Thanksgiving?
Yes.
That's the energy that Deodora is giving right now. I love you, but you done fucked up. You done fucked it up for everybody. Like,
Love it. All right. Theodora, you're going down the hall to the right, if my understanding is correct.
wherever dickhead is, I
Yep.
don't remember which
That's
one
the right
that is.
one.
Mhm.
Okay.
Rory, Astani.
You better be the goblin.
Oh, like, that's like not even a question. I'm not leaving Deodora to go deal
Okay.
with all that by herself. What you mean?
I'm sorry, we're still holding hands.
I figured as much, but thought I would ask.
Literally, like at this point, you're probably gonna need a surgeon.
All right. Can each of you, are you moving stealthily or are you moving regular?
I don't move stealthily, and you know this. We've had this.
I still have to ask because you have some in your party that do move
disadvantage.
stealthily.
I will.
So
we have.
I
we
will.
have, I like how
will
you
in
said
fact be moving
some.
stealthily.
We have one in our party. Ain't no some. It's one.
I
Look,
still have to ask.
on a good day, Asani has a +2 in stealth, and sometimes it works out.
Hey, Theodora also got a +2 in stealth, but it's negated by that disadvantage, baby. Like, you know.
All right.
So maybe I guess I'll let Rory go first, since he's a stealthy.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you
Yes.
if I could just go with a passive stealth over here.
Okay.
And a passive stealth would be a 22. So
Okay.
can I just do that to, it's 10 plus your modifier.
Yep.
But can I just like, okay, so discussing with the party for a minute for tactic purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Since I believe I am going to be the hardest to detect approach-wise, you can all let me scout ahead for danger, and if I see some, I will alert you to it, and then we'll probably be in a more advantageous spot for trying to deal with whatever this is. And I suppose to be fair, that is kind of what I built this body for.
All right.
Thank you so much. Sorry. Dog.
You're good.
Sparky's cutting up.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. All right. So, Rory, are you moving passive stealth wise? Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I'm moving down the hallway with a stealth of 22, just doing things. If I have to be intentionally sneaky, let me know.
Okay. There are definitely some areas as you're progressing over the next 30 minutes or so
Mm-hmm.
that you can tell if you're not super careful could trigger a trap of sorts. But based off of your passive perception, you're able to kind of point them out. The path to the right is a soul path going forward. There's very little divots that go off. At one point, it does look like there is likely where the other chambers are meeting up here. That pops up on your left because you can see a little bit more of that darkness kind of treading through as you go. But it's quiet. And then the floor descends pretty sharply.
And I use telepathy just because, yay, for just having telepathy as speech. I like explain to the party that there is a very sharp downward slope just ahead of us.
Okay. Do you see how far down it goes?
It just like descends into darkness.
Mm-hmm. Because it's not a sharp, like, it's, so the wall.
It's like a slope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So-
The word
Because I'm
was
like, are we going
not-
down? Are we going down another slide?
Yeah, like that's what I'm thinking.
Sloping,
It's like a little
sloping
slide.
enough that you can't see the bottom. Like it's sloping far enough that you're not able to see that from up top, kind of thing.
How far down can I see before like there's no visibility here?
How far does your dark vision go? 60 feet?
my Dark vision.
1,000 feet? I'm pretty sure I looked at
Fair.
your sheet and said 1,000.
Messy.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it is.
Uh-huh.
Hold on.
I want to say it's 60 feet, but I could be wrong.
You said 60, but I think you need to put like at least 2 more zeros on that, at least.
No.
You know?
I can't remember whether it's 60 or 120. Like it's
Well, either
one of-
way,
one
whether
of
it's
the two.
120 or 60, you cannot see the bottom.
Okay. So basically, I explained, hey, there's a slope here, but as the floor descends, there's a point that you can't see it, so we don't know what's down. I don't know what's down there.
Then when you go forward.
Okay. I'll go first, since it might be easier for me to hide myself if it comes to it.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know what to say about that because I'm like, it's not like I can come back up here to tell you, hey, this is fine. So, I 23s could do down the slope over here, and I try to, depending on how tall the ceiling is, if it's not like especially narrow or anything like that, I am going
It's
to
a little bit
try
narrow.
Oh, okay.
Still
So it's
enough
like you're
for
gonna
a
have to, like-
centaur to get through before the question pops up. Still enough for a centaur to get through, but it is narrow.
Okay. To ask that question, mostly because I'm like, I don't know if this is like standing high tall or if this is laid down tall.
Laid
that makes
down
sense.
tall. Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna have to. Then I'll go and do that.
Okay.
And try to make a note of what happens when I get to the bottom.
Nothing happens. No trap pops out. Instead, you see 2 massive metal doors.
How far did I slide?
You slid about 400 feet down.
Okay. And so, let me take an inventory thing real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like we're thinking the same thing.
Okay. I'm going to take just I'm gonna take like a little hiking baton.
Mhm.
If you'll let me do this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a hiking baton and attach a piece of paper to it and just write a note that just says the note's safe and then says 400 feet. And then I'm going to try to figure this out. There is a spell that really would have been useful for this, but I don't have it. So we're gonna do the next best thing. I would like to make a roll to try to throw this thing with the note attached to it up to the crew to let them know I'm safe down here so far.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Should have
What
come
do
up
you
with
need?
like a signal.
What do you- what- what do
like
you
a
need?
bird call.
Well,
What do
you
you
do
need from
have
me for
also
that?
your telepathy. You could do that.
I can't.
I think we're out of
Oh,
range.
that's right. You're out of range. I forgot about that. Okay. Yeah. If you want to make a dexterity check, because you're having to angle how you're going to throw this up the
Okay.
slope.
Just like straight dexterity?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That with a modifier is a 22.
Okay. You specifically, Deodora and Astani, you see about halfway-ish. All of a sudden, looming out of the darkness.
Oh, fuck.
Coming out.
They're attacking.
And kind of clanking against the slope wall. With the notation, specifically Astani, you can read it. Deodora obviously can't.
Deodora ignores it.
Just sees
Deodora
the
thinks this piece is being attacked.
Like, you just see this thing hang up, like, go out. It clearly doesn't hit you, and then it just clinks to the floor with a piece of paper attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fucking magic spell.
Yep. And then taper back down.
Now, does anybody pick up the thing? Do they read the paper?
Well, because it didn't rise up all the way. It was like it loomed out of the darkness and then came back down to you. So it didn't stick where they were able to collect it because it was at the bottom of the slope from where they were.
I'm in darkness.
Mhm.
So when the thing slides back down, I'm just like, can I make you an acrobatics to try to use this item to just try to climb all the way back up this slope?
You certainly can,
Bro.
yeah, if you would like to.
Oh my god.
As that's happening, Deodora and Astani, what are the two of you doing?
Climbing down slowly. I don't like.
Are you still holding hands too as you're going, or?
Like, I think it was just I was just saying that as saying like, yeah, Osani would not be leaving Theodora, but I think they would be climbing down incredibly slowly as a centaur.
Okay.
Mhm.
Are you third? Like, are you after Rory, or are you like third, the last of the group? Do you think?
I think it would be before Theodora.
Before Deodora.
Just if something, stumbled or anything like that, everyone wouldn't be crashed down together.
Bitch, I got a 20 strength score. Like, you think I can't lift you?
Actually, what am I saying?
Like, what are you talking
Puppies.
about? Like,
What's happening? So, what's
Okay,
the
bees.
drop down?
I will
order?
go after Rory.
Okay.
In case Astani stumbles, I can help steady them.
Okay.
And yeah. And just also moving relatively slow. Like, not
Okay.
because I can't, it's hard to see past a certain point. So,
Sure.
and somebody just threw a fucking tack at me. So,
Okay.
no,
Y'all
I'm
saw
on
like
edge.
something go clink in the hallway, and then
It's like-
I think you also hear that same kind of clinking coming up the wall.
Oh, fuck. Take my sword out.
I love it. Okay. Can the two of you please do strength or acrobatics as you are climbing down slowly?
I do athletics.
Mm-hmm.
25.
Okay. 25. You are, Theodora, relatively having no problem. It's, like I said, very similar to your time in Vanya.
I'm scared for Astani. I'm scared for Astani.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't like that. I don't
Mott's
like
got that look.
No, just
Just
for what was it, acrobatics or athletics? What was it? That's a 15.
Okay. For a 15. Wonderful. The two of you are doing your descent. I think you can probably hear Rory maybe pacing or attempting to climb back up towards each of you. Deodora and Astani. As you are descending down, the wall to Astani's right slides open.
Mm-mm.
And you see this hand trickle out from the
Nope.
darkness.
Nah.
And
I see this happening.
Astani going rigid.
Okay. Wait, is this an attack?
Against Astani, who in right now is being held. by some kind of magical spell into place. And Theodora, I need you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Okay. Strength saving, 27.
27. You
Yeah.
feel slammed from behind you, almost like the wall punching against your back.
I fucking punch back.
And you're able to hold on. Seemingly this was trying to jostle you from your position, so you would just drop
Yeah.
instead, but you're able to hang on.
And Astani's just like
He's
stunned, basically, or
stunned, cannot move. And
And
you
this,
see
do I see the hand?
the hand coming out along with several, looks like blood threads starting to
Oh, this motherfucker. Oh, let's
tacking
go.
onto Astani.
Round 2, let's fucking go.
Can I
know
see
this
the,
bitch.
Can
This is
I
that
see this
bitch.
attack
No,
happening?
you cannot. You are at the bottom. They are still in the chimney chute that is this slope.
How far up
Okay.
the slope am I?
How
I mean,
you've been climbing, but you're not quite there just yet. You're probably hearing what's happening because you probably just heard Theodora curse. But
and
that's about it.
okay. A door opened up, like a secret hallway, and there's just is it like an arcane hand type? Like it's like not,
Yes.
it's like a magic hand.
Yes. It's not a literal someone's hand.
Okay. Fuck, I'm trying to remember.
You have a moment to do anything because at this point, Astani is being pulled through that door.
I'm going to pull her back.
Okay. All right. Can you make another strength check?
Yeah.
Can they talk while they're stunned?
You are held personed. You cannot move at all.
Athletics as a 25.
Wonderful. Okay. Latch on. You feel, honestly, I think you feel Astani's body kind of
This
twisting
is
a little bit.
I hate to invoke the MCU, but this is Captain America holding the fucking helicopter back right now. Okay.
I love it.
But it's better.
I love it. I love it. 27. Love it. That is gorgeous.
25.
As that is 25. Okay. As that is happening. And at that point you hear behind you the wall shifting. Rory, you are now at this point probably just now seeing the bottoms of Theodora's boots as this is kind of happening and kind of hearing the walls kind of shifting and moving. And you can see similarly another almost mage hand coming out of the wall, and it looks like it's about to do an attack onto Theodora. We're not quite in initiative. I just want to specify that, but this is what's kind of happening in this space.
Okay. So that has to make an attack roll.
It's about to do
win
something
that?
against Theodora, and based off of your passive perception, it looks necrotic in nature.
Okay. So, above table, for mechanic reasons, I just
Yes.
need to know if it has an attack roll it has to make.
It will, yes.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Below the table.
And then Astani, I will give you an opportunity to try and roll to see if you can get out of this. I will give you that opportunity. We're
With
moving in like
advantage
a
'cause I'm-
weird.
'cause- With
So
advantage because
I-
I'm holding them.
No, so I look at the scene, seeing Theodora, and I think it is a combination of wanting to warn Theodora and also, quite frankly, being offended that this is even happening.
Mhm.
And so instead of me saying something like, "Hey, Theodora, look out," it's just absolutely not. That you hear echoing from the bottom of the chimney.
I think the
Whatever
fuck
that creature
not.
rolls for
You
attack,
trick-ass
it
bitch.
rolls a 2.
Okay. You see as it was about to connect with Theodora, this necrotic, sickly green with aspects of red, like an angry, angry red. And can feel and smell almost the vapors of sickness and illness interdispersing into mist, as instead it looks like it's just giving a pat on the back to Deodora for a second.
It gets intimidated by the I think the fuck not trick ass bitch. It's like, oh.
Astani, if you would like to roll another wisdom save.
That is a 17 plus 7.
Okay, never mind.
24.
24. You feel yourself shifting slightly, but not enough to get out of this hold.
What
You
can I
use
move?
inspiration.
Fair. Cough inspiration. Cough.
Use a
Keep forgetting
D12,
about
baby girl.
Can I use the inspiration die?
Yeah. That's what they're there for.
That's a 3.
So
Okay.
27.
27. You feel your bones starting to move and shift. And Deodora, you can feel that rigidness kind of shaking off of Sistani at this point.
Oh. Oh my. And just like small little words coming out as they're just trying to move their jaw. Did you see that?
I don't think we have time to talk right now.
Just let go. And I
Just let go.
take the piton out of the wall, and you just see them go right back down the chimney.
Oh.
I think Deodora's the only person who sees.
Definitely like just Rory's voice echoing in the dark telling us to let go. It's so haunting. It sounds like a trick a demon.
I think in up in the chambers up above, you hear Ale go, I think someone said that before they died. Like, just like,
Oh my God.
Camera pan back to them for a second.
Corbin's just like, huh?
Huh? Stani, Deodora, what are you doing?
As Astani is like shaking it off, I kind of like gently push her towards like the chimney, like go.
Yeah. Everything that Asani is doing is fast. They're even the way that they're trying to say like, did you see that? Like they're trying to say it fast, but everything's holding it back. So it's as if you're being pushed up against this wind that's pushing you back. So they're trying to move as quickly as possible.
Yep. And you can hear the walls starting to pull as you're going. This is now at this point a race against time. As you see more of those hands, spectral, kind of coming out, and again, more of those blood threads, almost searching. Seconds after. Can each of you roll? We'll go with... You're moving with speed, so we'll go with... oh my god, what's the... Not stealth. Not strength. Oh my god, what's the word? I'm blanking on the word and I hate it. Athletics. Athletics is the word I was
athletics,
looking for.
so it is strength.
Yep.
All right, bet 28.
28, okay. Astani, what did you get?
Athletics, right?
Yes.
16.
16. You both are moving as quickly as you can. Again, hearing almost seconds later as the walls of this chimney are being pulled back and more of these spectral hands and blood threads are searching for you. And as you finally get to the bottom of the chute, all of a sudden the chute seems to fill up with stone. But you are out of the chute. There are no more walls being pulled back. And there are two massive doors ahead of you.
I will turn to Astani and, are you okay? I'm sorry.
And just stretching everything. I'm better. I'm fine. We should expect this, shouldn't we? These are not. These
That
are
blood
oh,
magic. That's what
Mhm.
Tiny L and I fought before.
oh, okay. And there's just like it's that a complete panic of like this is what we're dealing with, and it started already.
Mhm.
So they're just holding it like if they're holding onto Diodora, they're holding on both hands like this, both
Oh,
arms
predator
to stable
handshake. Yeah,
themselves.
hell
Yeah.
yeah.
They're just holding on and like stabilizing. They're like almost little like from one leg to the other before. Let's get through this as quickly as possible.
Yeah. We're gonna have to. Hey, bitch. Don't kidding. Hey, bitch. What's up? We're here. Knock, knock.
The
Open
doors
your fucking
await you.
house.
And that, I think, is a great place for us to stop for today's episode.
Yeah, we knew. That's why I had to get in my check-in with Astani before you said that, because I knew it was coming.
Mhm. Well done, y'all. Great job today. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. As I know, it was a little bit of a longer episode, but listen, we only have 3 episodes left of this season, so we are in the final phases, so to speak, for this season. So thank you so much. Let us go around and say who we are and where we can find and support all the wonderful things that you're doing. We're going to pop over to our wonderful cleric, Maz.
Hello, hi. I will be back online on Tuesday for Catchy Cantrips. My goodness.
Woo!
And yes, for streams next week, I will be doing in the next couple of weeks with Bloom Tactic, Stream for the Cause, where we raise money and compete for a whole week. So definitely check out for notifications there. Best way to find that is my Instagram or let's see, any of my socials. So definitely go check that out and come hang out with me on my streams. It'll be awesome.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Thank you so much for this session.
Thank you. Let's jump over to Sin.
Hi, we made sure that we weren't on mute before we started saying things. Hi, again, since the Akira and Sunflower person, here to do the occasional tech rant on Thursdays, or be here with this lovely group of people on Saturdays. And I have been Rory, your resident inventor and thrower of batons that don't quite make it to their teammates and are very scary out of context.
I love it. And last but not least, Fair.
Hi, I'm Fair. I've been Deodora Shadesun. Strong bitch. That's it.
You
You can follow me on socials at Fairbear, Instagram, Blue Sky, TikTok, and here on Twitch, where I stream when I can these days, because life keeps fucking me.
Mood.
However, every Sunday in June, you will be able to find me over on Batty Bard's Twitch at hold on, I got the time. At 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific for Legends and Lore, which is a die game. We will be raising money to help Blacks, trans folks, and with housing. So check us out. Batty Bards. Again, I believe it's going to be starting next Sunday. Let me just double check real quick, just in case, because you just never know. But yeah, just check it out and follow Batty Bards. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be me. Radical Zoe as the GM, Stray Nerd Boy, Legends of Zora, and Nexus Flameheart. We're all gonna be playing 4 friends who, plug into an old favorite game before it goes kaput from the internet, and just seeing all the drama that comes along with that. So it'll be a lot of fun, and we're raising money for a great cause. So
heck yeah. Wonderful. And hi everyone, I've been your storyteller for today at D&D During Lee. I will be back here tomorrow, body willing, because it's been a rough flare week for me, with some Dragon Age, and then we've got a bunch of stuff for Pride, because Pride's happening this week, so starting for the whole month, so we got a lot of stuff happening there. as well as a bunch of game review things that are happening later this week too. So, and of course Salem, because Salem just walked in. So we'll have a lot of that. Again, special thank you. Happy Mod Appreciation Day. As a reminder, you should appreciate your mods every single day. So thank you so much for all that you do. Thank you for joining us today. We will be back here next week with our next episode as the group takes on, well, Burned Hands Man.
Burns Hands Man is a bad name. I'm gonna roast them
That's
the entire
all you
time
know
for that
about
name.
their name for now.
That is their name. That is their
It's
name.
not their
Burn Hands
name.
Man,
Oh my
and I will
God.
be making fun of them the entire fight.
Oh boy. Anyways, stick with us as we raid out. Thank you, Catchy Cantrips, for raiding us earlier. I appreciate it. Salem says hello as well. And okay, wow, thank you, Salem. We are gonna raid someone awesome, so stick with us, y'all. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other. And from beyond the veil to all of you, we appreciate you and see you next time. Bye, everybody.